Shaq went on Angel Reese's podcast this week and shared his billion-dollar idea for the WNBA.
You will see the moment that rocked women's basketball in the coming minutes. Angel Reese and Shaq are here, along with a ton of painful reality.
Pretty girl dunking on the rim. I'm watching that all the time. You laughing.
A man is not turned on by no woman that's dunking.
It ain't about being turned on. It's about seeing stuff that you're not supposed to see.
Here's what's coming up. We'll show you the exact words Shaq used that made Angel squirm. You'll see the stats that back up his claim, and you'll find out why this one conversation might just change the future of the WNBA. Stick around, because this is going to be good. Shaq just dropped a truth bomb that's got the entire basketball world buzzing. We're talking about a four-time NBA champion, a Hall of Famer, and a business mogul who's worth over $400 million. When Shaq speaks, people listen, and boy, did he have something to say about the WNBA. Picture this, Shaq sitting there cool as ever, and he starts talking about how to make the WNBA more exciting. His idea, lower the rims. Let's roll the first clip.
And women's beach volleyball, let's just say the net is 10. For women, it's lower just a little bit. I'm not saying lower it to 9, 5, 9, 6, but just 9, 9.
Just so we can dunk?
Yes. No, see? And
I hate when men say that.
I'm telling you now, you just lower it like this, right there. I'm not saying go right there. I'm just saying, you know what y'all need to do one day?
I feel like it still wouldn't be good enough. It's never good enough for a man.
I'm telling you what
people
I know.
always disrespect women regardless. They're always going to not give us the same value as a man. So I just don't even think that.
And that's why you got to do what you've been doing. Go take the
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, if you lower that thing to 9.
And what's going to happen? All right, tell me, the money going to go through the roof?
Yeah.
Just enough to alter the game, not all the way to the ground, mind you. 8 to 10 feet below the typical hoop is what he's considering. Why? Naturally, so that we can see some dunks. That doesn't sound all that horrible, you might be thinking, but this is where things start to get interesting. Angel Reese, who sits directly across from Shaq, isn't having it. She claps back, emphasizing the importance of respecting women.
I feel like it still wouldn't be good enough. It's never good enough for a man. People always disrespect women regardless. They're always going to not give us the same value as a man. So I just don't even think that.
She continued by discussing the lack of attendance at the game. He compared the WNBA to high school basketball while maintaining eye contact with Angel. It's like you're watching a high school game, Shaq added, and I quote, yeah, you heard that right. Do you sense the WNBA players' collective energy? Let's take a moment to dissect this. The top level of women's professional basketball is comparable to high school boys' games, according to Shaq, one of the most dominant players in NBA history. Not merely a critique, but a full-fledged slam dunk of it. Angel Reese was being taught by Shaq how to make the WNBA more exciting. People might actually view the embarrassing product, you know. Shaq is also capable of doing so. The man was an excellent marketer while he was playing in the NBA. He was able to be both dominant on the court and entertaining. Every member of the press was waiting by Shaq's locker following games for a reason. He would give the best sound bites they knew. They were confident that his interview would be the most engaging. You may be wondering now how this will turn out. On the one hand, folks are nodding in agreement with Shaq, believing that he is only expressing what everyone has been thinking. They contend that something needs to change if the WNBA is to attract more fans and generate more enthusiasm. Angel Reese, a man is not necessarily demeaning women just because he is criticizing your league. This is the entitlement that I frequently discuss. Because of their illusory sense of entitlement, Angel Reese and her WNBA teammates feel that they are immune to criticism. They try to play the victim whenever they receive criticism. Women are not respected by men. On the other hand, there are a lot of irate players and spectators. They claim that Shaq's strategy is incorrect and that his remarks are offensive and out of date. Angel Reese has been mentored by Shaq. And then he goes and says that the first time he actually has the opportunity to speak with her in public. Look, it's awful. People who don't know Angel Reese saying it on social media is one thing. Saying it on social media by members of the sports media is one thing. That's one thing. Like, and when it occurs, is it correct? No, of course not. Some doubters contend that the concept is unrealistic, asserting that in athletics, women don't contribute as much explosiveness as men. They think that physical distinctions will make it harder to succeed by limiting high-intensity plays. There will be more ladies dunking if the rim is lowered this much. He's saying not this much, just this much, and I can't give you that. You're kidding, like. You would have to lower the rim for the women by perhaps 7.5 to 8 feet if you wanted to witness the kind of explosiveness and shiftiness in the air that allows women to catch bodies like the men do. This is the type of dunks that John Morant, a prime Russell Westbrook, and a current LeBron James, who is almost 40 years old, are throwing down. The women's game will need to be lowered significantly more than that if you want to begin comparing it to the men's game. Thus, what remains? Shaq's comments won't be ignored. The real question is how this affects Angel Reese's career. I promise that talk will wow you. Angel Reese felt things couldn't get much awkwarder until Shaq turned it up to 11. We're talking nuclear-level praise for another player to Angel. Can you guess who Shaq raved about? She's generating waves that make Angel sweat, and her name rhymes with Caitlin Clark. Sitting there, Angel might be podcasting. Presumably expecting an NBA icon to express her love, Shaq had other plans, including one involving a recent Iowa star. The room's tension could be sliced with a knife. Shaq quickly praises Caitlin Clark instead of Angel. Angel's smile waned as Shaq praised Clark's play. Why does Caitlin Clark have so much popularity? How large are skills? From the logo, she can three-point. We never saw that before. That's my point. RWW, Angel Reese must be upset. Shaq has spoken up about Caitlin Clark since college. He stated this in another interview. She's great. I will say she is the greatest female collegiate athlete ever. Unaware of that. Did you notice? Excellent. The best ever. Clearly addressing Angel Reese. How must that have felt? To top it off, Shaq compares Clark to Steph Curry in the interview. Steph Curry is that person. Greatest NBA shooter ever. Direct quote from Shaq. We never saw that before. Clark can drain threes from the logo like Curry. Apparently he forgot Angel was in the room. Steph Curry kid. For example, I adore Steph Curry. Do you know why? Since that is something I had never seen before. That's something I've never seen before. I have seen some of it. I've also advanced in line. However, I've never witnessed a man consistently fall. Additionally, Steph lacks LeBron's muscularity. If you were to see him on the street, he's between 6'A" and 6'out". He appears to be an ideal office worker. He's performing actions that have never been witnessed before. We've never seen her do anything like this before. I've never seen somebody consistently do it. This is when things start to get interesting. The ultimate compliment bomb is dropped by Shaq. The truth is what he calls Caitlin Clark. For those who are unaware, she is the real deal, as basketball speaks for itself. The elite of the elite are the only ones who deserve such a claim. Angel is sitting there attempting to maintain her composure. She is obviously shaken, though. You know that I'm about honesty, thus I was a hater, damn it. As if she wouldn't make that shot. Then all of a sudden, she's not going to make that shot. Man, if I tell you 10 times that you won't make the shot and you do, then you are the truth. Angel's response is invaluable. Her expression says it everything, even though she's trying to act calm. Her only response is a grudging, okay, Shaq continues to load Clark with accolades. You can practically feel her mind racing, wondering how this conversation got so out of control. Shaq wasn't finished yet, so stay in your seats. He ups the ante just when you thought he couldn't say anything more startling. His subsequent remarks are really harsh. They have the potential to permanently alter the game. Let's just say that Angel might require some ice for her burn. A unique player is Caitlin Clark. She makes me think of Steph Curry. She frequently administers those ill-advised shots that Chuck and I dislike, but that are administered. They not only enter, but they do so regularly. She is the epitome of a superb player based on the way she plays the game. Okay, so Shaq has a viewpoint. However, as they say, numbers are honest. And these figures are going to tell you an incredible story. We are talking about players who are rewriting the rules, record-breaking performances, and extremely high percentages. Who do you think is going to win? Let's analyze the head-to-head matchup between Clark and Reese. Caitlin Clark is having an incredible 2-game run, averaging an incredible 40 points and 15 assists. That's historic, not just excellent. In the history of the WNBA, she is the only rookie to record such impressive figures. In 2 games, Clark recorded 40 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists, becoming her the only rookie in WNBA history to do so. There's more, though. Additionally, Clark has recorded the league's most recent triple-double, and she is the only rookie to accomplish this feat twice in a single season. Talk about adaptability. In the WNBA's history, there have only been 40 triple-doubles. Caitlin Clark recorded the most recent triple-double earlier this week, while Cheryl Swoops recorded the first during the 1999 season. The only rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double twice in a single season was Caitlin Clark. Clark made her 100th three-pointer of the season in that game, becoming her the 6th woman to do it in her first campaign. With 102 points so far this season, she is 19 points behind second-place finisher Diana Taurasi and 26 points behind UNESCO at a New York Liberty. Let's now discuss the three-point shooting. In addition to being excellent outside of the arc, Clark is expanding the realm of what is conceivable. She's taking shots off the logo with ease, which is uncommon in women's basketball. She has an incredible shooting percent, surpassing even Angel Reese. No one in the league can flip logo threes as easily as Caitlin, and her three-point shooting has improved. This is when things get nasty. Angel Reese is the league's worst inside 5-foot shot, say analysts. Like not being able to boil water as a chef. Reese struggles with its simplicity. However, Clark is doing more than scoring. She improves people's life. She leads the league in assists with 25 more than her nearest challenger. That's nice and groundbreaking. Caitlin Clark leads WNBA assists. She leads the league by 25 years. Quite impressive for a beginner. Caitlin Clark proved to be a once-in-a-generation passer, surprising me. It was surprising at Iowa. I thought she was the top college basketball scorer for men's and women's teams, but passing like this, I mean, LeBron like bounce passing. What makes experts think Clark is ready for the WNBA? Simple. Her skills go beyond college, they're pros. She is being compared to NBA and WNBA stars. Her ability to score from wherever on the court forces defenses to change their strategy, giving her teammates extra chances. The most WNBA assists in a game were 19 by Caitlin Clark. After 26 games, she has 400 points and 200 assists. No one has ever done those numbers faster in the WNBA. Suzanne Bird did it in 33. Caitlin Clark finished it at 26. Amazingly, 3 months ago, Caitlin Clark was shattering records and had more 20-point games than all other collegiate basketball rookies combined. When would Caitlin Clark make an impact in this league? The response was fast. The impact goes beyond numbers. Clark is changing the game. His name was Shaq. Her ability to score from wherever is forcing defenses to change. She changes the game, not just plays. The worst part is that Clark's shooting percentage is unsurpassed by Reese's. This distinction will amaze you. The game's influence, potential, and future matter more than stats. She's the best ever.